With us tonight, Democratic strategist Todd Webster and Republican strategist Karen Hanratty. Let's talk about don't ask, don't tell. What Washington and President Obama couldn't get done, Todd, here we go. It's coming from the bench. What do you make of it?
Well, it's part of the beauty of our constitutional democracy. We have checks and balances. The courts stepped in where the Congress was unable to. It's the right policy at a time we're fighting two wars around the world. We can't be discharging soldiers who are trained and skilled and able to do the job because of a characteristic over which they have no control. It's no different than skin color or hair color or any other characteristic.
What do you think, Karen? Now, the Justice Department has 60 days to do something about this, but they're not obligated legally to do it. This could be the final ruling. But for the military, is it going to create a problem, Todd? There's a lot of gay people in the military. Do they come out now and say it with the possibility of this being turned over?
Well, the people in the military who are serving are more concerned with whether you shoot straight than whether you are straight. And the highest uniformed military officer in this country, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Admiral Mike Mullen, has come out and said that this is the wrong policy. So I would tend to listen to him and to the soldiers who are fighting and to making sure that we continue to have the best trained, best, most able fighting force.
What do you think? All right, to West Virginia. The Senate candidate, John Racy, has just come out saying that he is against minimum wage. This, I think, is amazing. He says the minimum wage is something that FDR put in place a long time ago during the Great Depression. I don't think it worked then. It didn't solve any problems then, and it hasn't solved any problems in 50 years. Is this out of the mainstream, Karen? Is this where the Republicans are going?
This race was John Racy's to lose, and I just wish Republicans would stop talking about the minimum wage, stick to their message. This isn't something they need to be talking about. We're not going to get rid of the minimum wage in America. He never should have gone down this road. I hope he just keeps his head down, keeps his mouth shut. This race is going to belong to John Racy on November 2nd if he can just...
Todd, how does he dodge this one, Todd? I mean, this puts him against working families, doesn't it, Todd?
Well, it follows up on the kerfluffle last week about him trying to recruit Hicks to be actors in the NRSC television ads. Look, John Racy has never worked a day in his life. He openly bragged about the fact that he got his money the old-fashioned way. He inherited it. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He doesn't understand working families, and this is yet another example and another reason why people are scratching their heads. People are scratching their heads, and this race is going to tighten, and I think over the next few days, Manchin is going to pull ahead because he is the real deal. He's a straight shooter, as his spot today.
What do you think, Karen?
Demonstrates.
He did say about
first of all, you know he had nothing to do with that Hicks ad. There's a complete firewall. This is just a bunch of baloney. You guys. No, it's not. He did that. That is the NRSC, and you know for a fact. You know for a fact, Todd. You know what the campaign laws are, just like you know what the campaign laws are with the U.S.
I don't want to hear Karen. Hold on, Todd. Karen, I mean,
Todd, I like you, but that's just such a lie, and it's such a distraction, and you know that there's no accuracy, no truth in that. I don't even know why you brought that up.
He said, I got my money the old-fashioned way. I inherited it with a big smile, and he was proud of it.
He had nothing to do with those ads, and you know it, and that would be against the law if he had anything to do with those ads.
And it speaks to his character, and it speaks to his campaign.
Hold on, Todd. Why would the Republicans do that to him, Karen? I mean, you can't distance yourself from an ad like that.
It's a stupid ad, but he can distance himself from it, and you know the campaign finance laws, Todd, just as well as I do.
But if you can't find in a state of 2 million people, if you can't find 3 guys who are real people who want to come out and speak on behalf of the NRSC or on behalf of the campaign,
look, the ad's ludicrous. It's not like there's a lot of Italians in plaid walking around West Virginia. No argument from me there. But don't tie that to Racy. This is still his race to lose. Manchin should have, Manchin has approval ratings in the 70s. The fact that he's going to lose this thing is just atrocious and really speaks to what people in West Virginia think of Democrats.
Todd Webster, great to have you with us tonight. Fiery debate. Appreciate your time. Coming up,
thanks, Ed.
A bombshell.